I just gotta find who like me. I don't gotta be like these niggas. So that was my mentality. I was like, I ain't gotta be like these niggas. I'm gonna find the people that like what I'm doing, and they tap into it. It's enough money in the world for everybody. So I just gotta keep going until I find it. You
So
know what I'm
fast
saying?
forward. When did you know, all right, this beat, when you hit, like, this is it for me? That big one. That your
Um,
first big one. When you was like, all right.
it's hard to say, cause
Because you done had a lot. You done
it'll
had a
probably be
lot of.
betted. So I was poor as shit. I was poor as shit. I remember I was poor as shit, bro. I didn't have nowhere to live or nothing. I mean, when I made Betty, I didn't even have a laptop. I was sleeping in my buddy Fresh Jones in his mama kitchen.
And bet it is.
I was Bankroll Fresh. I'm gonna get to that. So I remember sleeping in the kitchen, and I made this beat because I couldn't sleep because I was poor and I was hungry. And the only thing that kept me from being hungry, I wanted to smoke a Newport at the time. 'Cause I used to smoke Newports. I ain't had none. It's making beats. It's the only thing that would take my mind off of the fact that I'm hungry and want to smoke a Newport.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, no, everybody sleep on making beats. So Bank, uh, at the time he was just young fresh, but he said
Facts. I remember y'all
he
fresh.
said
Yes, sir.
him and QuickTrip and me and Fresh Jones and Strap the Fool, we would link up all the time. Now Strap the Fool was an established artist at the time, but nobody else was. I don't even know why he used to do this in his house every day. He did this in his house. He did this in the studio. Sidebar: Strap the Fool is probably one of the biggest A&Rs in the music industry that nobody ever said nothing about. Like he used to have this knack for finding shit, like finding people.
Fine. Facts.
Yeah. So either way, he put all us. We would all meet up together and record music for years. And so one day we go to the studio, nobody's making any money. I think Quick Trip and Bank probably paying for the studio, maybe Trip. Because even back then, I never seen Bank with no money. He was always been an enigma. He always had new shoes, a white T-shirt, and some jeans. He stick to the G code. You couldn't tell if he had $1,000 or no dollars, but he was always happy. So I could never, but I never seen him with no bunch of money and shit like that. But Quick Trip on the other hand, he was like 16. He was always been flashy ass fat fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
Shout out to Quick Trip.
He used to have he used to come over my house and he had this little G6 and him and Bank come from the strip club. They had money all in the fucking floor in the car doing donuts and it was a wild crew. But either way, we went to the studio and then all of us was together. I had the picture somewhere. It was me, him, Strap, Trip, Bank, and Fresh Jones. And I played. I ain't even had no beats, bro. Because I pulled up some beats and I had this one ass beat because I didn't have a computer at the time. I
Right.
had took a big loss on my house. That got broke into and all a bunch of shit got stolen. I ain't had shit. So I had used Eli computer and I made some beats, put them on a flash drive. So when we got to the studio, I put something up. I'm like, man, I hope he like this motherfucker because it's the only one I got and it ain't done.
You
In
betting
my
on that one.
brain, I'm like, no, I'm not, I really, it's all I got and it's not done. So I'm like, maybe he'll let me finish it. Maybe I would play it for me and let me finish. So I play it, and he's like, load up. I'm like, shit. So he loads it up, and then he go in there, and he just say, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it. Huh? Play it back. And then he say, hey, say this. And then he go on to something else. So I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I guess I ain't really like it. You feel what I'm saying? The beat to start with. So I didn't think nothing about it after that.
Right.
I was just sad, and everybody was sad. But apparently, on some other day, they all went back to Hot Beats with Shorty Fresh. And at some point in time, I guess Banks said, hey, or somebody said, pull that song up that you did, that you started the other day. And then they finished the song. I ain't heard it. I don't know that about it. So I'm laying in bed one day. Fresh Jones said, he called me, Fresh Jones. He used to be my best buddy in the whole world. But so he called me, and back then we was like every. So he called me. He like, wake up, bitch! Your song on Fader. And I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
Cause I don't want. He dude used to be on that. On all the little music industry trends and the blogs and
Platforms
all
and
that
yeah,
and
yeah.
platforms. I wasn't in tune. I just like making beats. You know what I'm saying? So he said, you don't know what fader is? He's like, get your country ass out the bed, nigga. We gotta go to the city. So he get me out the bed, and I remember we go down to Street Execs office. Um, is before the studio was there. They had another office on the other side,
Yeah.
and we sitting in there, and I think that's the first time I really saw Charlie and Al. But I knew Al from a long time ago before that, but I just ain't seen him. It's funny, I've been around a long time because there's a lot
And
of
who is
years.
Al and Charlie? Yeah, for the people that don't know.
Oh, they started Street Execs. Al started Street Execs.
Okay.
That's his brainchild. Charlie was the CEO at one point in time. But back then, I looked at them like the dynamic duo of music and trends because at the time they had like Travis Porter,
Right.
Charlie had a SpitYourGame.com. He was a kid.
Yeah, I remember
He was
that.
a millionaire as a kid.
Mm.
This little fat white boy with a Cadillac with a V12 in it. That's how I met him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? I want whatever y'all got going on, buddy. I want in. But so I was already trying to figure it out, like figure out what they was doing. So we went to the office and we watched it, and they pulled up the video. I didn't even know they had made a video for it.
So he done dropped the song
I
and the
don't, oh man, I
video.
don't know nothing about none of that. First time I heard that whole song was at Street X office when I seen the video. It was out. It was on Fader.
Going crazy.
Yeah, so because I think Bank and Al and Fresh and all them, they had been meeting up and talking and shit like that. But I was just poor on Gabby Road in my apartment, living with somebody out the way. I didn't know what was going on. You feel me? I was trying to figure life out. Poor as shit.
And then when did all that turn around for you?
While I was poor as shit. So it sounds like the story's out of place, but you remember when I got fired from the job, it's like this is probably in like 2007.
Okay.
And that's also about the same year that I met Bank. It's crazy, right? But the time that the song that I'm talking about coming out, it's like 2013.
So it's a good little gap in
Yes, that's a long time, man.
facts.
These niggas be wanting to start making music and be famous tomorrow. Be, oh yeah, why it ain't working? Niggas, give it some time.
Give it some time,
Man,
man.
that's a long fucking time. From conception to the beginning of realization,
Facts.
2007 to goddamn 2014. All right, so Street X opened on December 31st, 2014. So that's the date that I usually mark as the beginning of my professional music career.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Although I knew a lot of the people that was working as professionals before that, like Skooly and Bank and Yaki, and there's a couple other people that was making noise at the time. LA and what's my boy from the East Side name? Ralph. Yeah,
Young
Ralph.
Ralph.
Me and Ralph like this.
You know, it's
Uh,
crazy. I seen young Ralph at school birthday celebration
yeah, I probably should
at the
have.
beginning of the month.
I probably should have went to that.
Nah,
But
it was love, man. I
yeah,
popped out on Chop out there, showed him some love, and
I
yeah,
be trying to stay out there. When situations are sensitive, right? Um, I try to stay. I try to lead it for your closest people. You know what I'm
understood.
saying? Because I remember when something happened to somebody very close to me, And then it was all these people around, and it was like, yeah, it was like they were showing love, but then it was like it just comes off as they just being messy. Like it's almost like they came here for the pictures and shit. You see what I'm saying? And it's like you came here to prove a point. My motherfucker, I'm fucking empty inside. Couldn't take a picture if I fucking wanted to. I never wanted to come off like that to situations where people might be close to me. So I show my love and support and all that. But sometimes and I'll be trying not to be on the scene all the time. Like I don't
You're
like,
not a up front. You
I
like to play the background.
yeah, like kind of like I like small social settings. I'm kind of shell shocked from all my years in rap music, and I don't like crowds.
Give it. All right. We gonna tap in because I want a crazy story. Not nothing that, you know what I'm saying, that's degrading or, you know what I'm saying, harmful to anybody, but a crazy story from the music industry on your end. But yeah, dive back into when your life
No,
turned around for the good.
Bet It. After
Bet it.
Bet It came out, that was like in 2013, and after I seen that in Faded, a couple months later, around my birthday, which is around right now, November, we went up to the Street Exec's office, and I was talking to Al, and he said, "Yo, man, I'm finna open a studio." And I was like, "Please let me engineer that motherfucker." I was like, "I know how to engineer." And crazy part about it, he didn't say shit. He just looked at me like this. And I'm looking at him like, "Yeah, man, like I know what to do. Put me down, nigga."
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But I know I probably look crazy because at the time, bro, when I say I was poor, bro, I had shit, my toes sticking out my Reebok. I probably had a little whiff on me. Smell, look, everything like the struggle. I probably had veins coming out my neck, touching and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can do it. You know when you ain't got nothing, you tell when the nigga ain't got nothing. Every
You
time
can
he
see
talk,
it.
it's in his eyes. He like this. People wondering why Dirt was looking like that all the time. He probably come from nothing. He was just stuck like that. Like then when you ain't got nothing, when you talk to your eyes because you looking for the opportunity, you looking for it. I don't want to leave home. I don't want to go back home without something. I'm leaving here with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was in that kind of mode. And he didn't say shit to me. He just turned around and walked off. I looked at Fred Jones like, what the fuck that mean? He like, all right, we just kept coming up there, and next thing I know, we was having meetings with him. He was walking us through the studio. We was watching it get built. And there was saws and shit building the clouds and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how long I was entangled into that studio. I think that's a historic thing, in my opinion, if you ask me, because I don't give a damn what studio you're talking about in Atlanta. If you ain't talking about Patchwork, they ain't made. Man, motherfucker streets they open, motherfucker still talking about that shit today. Like, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. You know that motherfucker was there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
For sure.
you know what we was doing. You know what was going on. So it was like, I was happy to be a part of that shit. You feel me? I was excited
And you'd have made
every day.
you'd have made plenty hits. So bet it, turn it around for you. And then what was next for you?
Everything. It's so crazy,
The
bro.
doors just open.
Yeah, so I was doing that. I was already working with Skooly. It was a number of artists out of Chicago that I was working with, like Dirk and all them. Like I did, like when I say working with, I mean on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? They fly down here, they call me CO, you know. So I made a lot of music with a lot of different people. Nah, I would say Bank album was the next. I did school album. Everybody was like, "Oh wow, this dude's talented." I
Who
did a
that?
Skooly.
Schooly.
This when I
Schooly
first,
fire.
yeah, this
For
when I
sure.
first got started. So it was that Betty Dan Schooley's joint drop. Black John got in and heard my records on there. They was like, "Oh, this dude, he's kind of talented." But at the same time, it's like I really came in behind Fresh Jones and Bank. We was buddies already. So, but that's where the interest was at for real. I ain't gonna lie. I just was kind of a buddy. You know, I ain't need no buddy. So I came in feeling like I had something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm hard. No, I don't know music. No, I don't know how to play keyboard. I'm hard though. Hey, you know how to record? Yeah. All I mean, song, I do it though. I ain't gonna work me. They was like, what? That's how I was talking.
You was
Yeah,
determined and
you
goddamn.
ain't gonna work me. He said, what you mean? So how did that gonna work? I said, cause hard work beat talent, but talent don't work hard. I know I'm gonna get my paper. It's too much out here for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess the nigga that owned the shit, he felt like he related to that feeling on some kind of level, and he fucked with me. And when we got the ball rolling, he made sure that every major play that came through the building, he shot it in my direction. Somebody say something about recording, he shot it to me.
Lock you in.
Yeah, I can't just sit here and say that I outsold everybody on my own hard work. Nothing work like that. It be your belief. It be you be favored by the Lord first and foremost. If you favored by God, then everybody gonna give you favor. So when people you work hard, motherfuckers see you. My dad taught me this: don't ask for nothing. The motherfuckers see you and they want to help you. They see you trying to help yourself. They're more
They
likely
gonna
to
do it.
help you than
Facts.
they see you sitting on your ass smoking a blunt. Talking, hey, bro, fuck with me. No, nobody like that. Hey, bro, fuck with me. So you got to get up,
Get to it.
put your britches
Show,
on, go outside,
show
do
them
your
that you
thing.
working.
So my career in them last 15, 18 years of my life has been kind of a blur ever since 2014. I ain't gonna lie. Then there was the situation with Bank, and you know what happened. After that, it got foggy as hell. Like everything was moving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I feel like I could have been way, way, way more up. But when that happened, it kind of, I ain't making no excuses for it, but mentally, it took away my desire to do this shit. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do now?
And you know what's crazy? Chop said the same thing.
I'm telling you, this is the truth, bro.
When we had our sit down,
Cause
Chop said the
imagine,
same thing.
listen to the timeline I just gave you. If I say I met Bank in 2007, when I first started making beats, and then we got the Street Days in 2014. This is me and them, and I just said we meeting up every day to make music. That's 7 years of waking up, meeting up with people, staying up all night in there banging on keyboards and shit
Establishing
for
everything.
free. For free. He wasn't paying me. He couldn't afford to pay me. And he knew it. And when I started getting an attitude because he couldn't pay me, and I was like, man, shit, you figure out a way to get new shoes and shit, nigga. You shoot me something. He's like, man, you right. It ain't got it how you think I got it. I know how to make it look good, see? And he said, you gotta learn how to make it look good. He was like, bro, stop. He's like, bro, fuck that. Go get you a whole bunch of white tees and one pair of shoes, bro. Just make sure you always got on a new white tee, bro. Nobody ever know you broke, bro. Quit letting people know you broke.
Just keep a fresh white tee.
Keep a fresh white tee and some new shoes, bro. That's all you gotta do. Hustle that up and quit letting people know you broke. But that's the type of person he was. He would bring me laundry detergent and shit.
You to
I
my,
know it
you
sounds
to my bank.
stupid. Yeah. I know it sounds stupid. But like he was gonna pay me, he would pay me in other shit, bro. Like he might show up like
I'm not laughing.
swear to God, he might show up with like he man come in that motherfucker. I remember, I never forget that day. Man, that shit was useful as fuck. He came in there with a tub of laundry detergent, like two big, look like buckets. Man, motherfucking rack of soap, bar soap, goddamn, a whole pack of dish detergent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if these folks had hit a truck. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I know that's when he showed up. He gave me a whole bunch of that shit. Or like,
Oh shit.
sometimes he would bring girls that was with girls, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, but I was staying with a girl at the time, so I really did like to party. But my friends would do that. They'd be like, "See, because I had the studio. They'd be like, "See, I'm bring that." So he'd do that sometimes, or bring me weed. You ain't what you smoking? See, I ain't got shit. Yeah, he reach in the bag. Yeah, I'm a talking nigga out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit for us, bro. You my brother. You and me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why everybody loved Bank.
Man,
Cause
long live Bankroll,
he
man.
had a way of making everybody that he came in contact with feel like they had the same relationship with him.
Bet it, 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 50,000, nigga, I'm a bet it. At the casino, I'm a bet it. QuickTrip with me, nigga, bet it. And my money with him, nigga, bet it.